Hey, good morning. This is Carolyn Holzman, and today is November 10th, Friday. Quick housekeeping notes, and then I'll share the latest results. I am in the process of moving this research over to Substack. It will become a subscription resource, so to keep receiving all the detailed daily information, as well as access directly to the research, you'll need to become a paid subscriber. Or as I see it, a sponsor of the work. And as a result, only you and those like you will have access to this timely information. There will be a free option for those of you who feel like you have to hear my voice. It will be more infrequent updates and probably not a lot during the crazy days like what we're going through now. You can always jump in later. I just can't promise that it's going to be the same price. I'll put a link in the description where you can at least sign up on the early bird notifications. It's going to be, like I said, hosted on Substack. You'll get the daily emails and the posts and have the videos along with the written data and other resources. So you know that if you're a paid level on that, you're going to be seeing information that the whole world is not. This work is taking up a lot of my day and the bandwidth, and the only reason why I'm not publishing videos daily. So I'm cutting back on some of my other activities so that I'll be able to go back to a more frequent schedule very quickly and definitely in this interesting Q4 timeframe. Some of you have asked me about the indexer, how the testing's come along, but as you can see, all indexing and serving, I mean, I'm looking at the data here. All of it is pretty abysmal right now, because I feel like Google, in everything they did last week, that their whole indexation system is kind of going through an update. So see right here, just knowing that the research is giving value. So you know why your new content and revised content might be having challenges, especially if you're relying on the Google indexing API. I do plan to provide an indexation tool subscribers with similar access to the research within the indexation system, the tool system. But this subscription will have more details and background, while the indexer access will provide general information on the indexation environment, like expected number of days, how long it's going to take, if it's a good time to even submit, right? So I cannot stress enough, let's go back to the research. I cannot stress enough that the indexing API is not what it was this time last year. From data in the server logs, it does not send the rendering bots. You get a one-time HTML crawl, and that's it. And if any of your optimizations, either because you meant to put them in JavaScript or your WordPress theme puts them into JavaScript, Google is not seeing those optimizations in JavaScript if you're using the indexing API. Now, some recent developments from last week, and I'm digging into this a little bit more, but last week was incredibly important in terms of what was going on. If I go back over there now, it'll take a minute. Okay, so I'll be sharing again more about this. I am digging a little further into this, but the big news obviously is that Google announced that we're all at mobile indexing first. So what I think you may see more of in Search Console, for reasons why your content isn't indexed, therefore it is not able to be served, is going to be mobile related. And I'll have a post on the Substack shortly. You'll get details on a page that was published on October 30th that's having issues around mobility. I did have a video on that page and some images that extended beyond the viewpoint, but even after correcting for that, Google is still reporting that there's a mobile issue on the page, but there is no mobile issue on the page. So maybe there is a bug, maybe a bug in the delay in clearing the protocol buffers, once a page is updated. So time will tell, and we'll see, and I'll let you know how that goes. Search Console continues. You can see here for where it says SC here, that means Search Console. So with the exception of that page on the 30th, Search Console has provided reliable indexing through the crawl and the JavaScript rendering. And you can tell it here because here again, this is where I look in the server logs to see did Google do a full render crawl on that. And you can kind of see here, no, yes, with the inspection tool crawlers, no, yes, with the inspection tool crawlers. So I'm having to go back and look at a lot of the individual, look for the pages, not on the day that they were published, but looking for them in the server logs. And so you can kind of see here, looking at that, the first Googlebot visit for this one, this was the API launch page on the 5th. It took 3 days. And then over here, now I believe I know why. And I'll put that in the Substack post itself, so you can kind of see that. So I think what we're going to see is eventually things are going to calm down. We are running 2 updates at a time. Apparently that's a thing now. Here, this is usually a sign that the active portion of the update has completed because they are still, they're updating this mobile. Now, the thing that makes me say they're not going to announce that right now in the inspection tool crawlers, their Chromes, it's a mixture. So once they update the rendering portion of the inspection toolbots, then I think we're going to see some announcement within a couple of days after that. So we're not there yet, but shortly we're going to be coming out of this because I think they're also trying to close down the mobile-friendly test tool by the 30th. And I think, like I say, we're going to see, if you start to see some issues reported in Search Console on any of your content not being mobile friendly or things like that, I do think they're not, again, this is just conjecture because I'm just looking at what's happening in there. So I would say that once they get all that worked out, they'll probably conflate the ending of those 2 things. We'll hear the updates over, and then maybe a few days later, we'll find out that everything has been flipped off on that mobile-friendly testing tool. Okay, so thanks for coming by. Please make sure to at least sign up to get on the Substack notification list. I'll be publishing here for a little while longer, and as we make the shift, of course, this channel will continue. I love your comments. Please feel free. The detailed daily information, though, is what's going to be published ultimately on Substack through videos. All right, thank you so much. Guys, have a great weekend, and see you in the serves.